A common question we receive at Technetics is why we do not provide torque values for our designs. The answer to that lies in the understanding that we are providing a component in a sealing system. The system being the joint, which consists of a bolt or some fasteners, the flange, which is the customer hardware, and the Technetic seal. These three high-level components work in conjunction to create a joint, and that joint is your sealing system, which is the thermomechanical system attempting to elicit the fluid response that is a leak rate. Some of the factors that need to be taken into account for this sealing system are things such as axial movement, temperature, hydrostatic in-force of the media being sealed, creep of the gasket or the seal taking place if it's a long-term or extremely high-temperature application, stress relaxation in the bolts, flange rotation. All of these things come into play. Now, torque also comes into play. One of the consequences of the reality of nature is friction always exists. So friction introduces the opportunity for an error of plus or minus 30% in the actual force and displacement that is imparted onto the Technetic seal. Thus, Technetics will provide load values and not torque values. You can correct a torque value, but that does not necessarily enter into the displacement of the seal. Each seal is really attempting to create a prescribed amount of compression in the seal. The seating load that we provide is a consequence of that. This is what it takes to compress this seal by the prescribed amount at nominal compression values. Torque can be back calculated based on this seating value, but it's not something that we target directly, as it is something that is simply not able to be accounted for, primarily due to friction loss, but also due to several other factors that need to be accounted for in a customer system. What we do in this case is we prescribe and design towards a metal-to-metal sealing concept. So this again is why we utilize counterbores and or square grooves where the flanges close completely. The load is imparted into the seal, but the seal is not used as a structural element, simply as a sealing element in the overall stack up. And that is going to be the target, and that is one of the ways to overcome that, because again, you're attempting to achieve a prescribed amount of compression in the seal, not a prescribed amount of torque or stress in the seal. Thank you.